did not care.
Welcome back, everybody, to a special edition of Seahawks Coast to Coast. I'm Joe Stevens with Seahawks Talk. Actually, it's just Seahawk Talk. I butchered my own name. To my left is Zach from Zach Talks Hawks. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty freaking awesome. We got an awesome show for you guys today because now we're Super Bowl champs. We can brag and do whatever we want now.
Now what? It still just feels weird. I'll tell you what, I kind of wanted to get, that's why I didn't want to talk to you before the game. I kind of wanted to get your reaction. This feels different than the Super Bowl 48 one, like not in a bad way, but it's like it wasn't our first championship. So it just didn't I feel like it wasn't as emotional as the first one. I don't know, maybe that's just me. And I realized the first one we won, we kind of throttled them from the beginning, but that was another thing. There was never so far the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl, only losing has there been a big gut punch or big celebratory moment. But the Seahawks, they handled business all Sunday. So I don't know. Tell me your emotional reaction.
Yeah. Obviously I'm really pumped. It's, such a big deal for this team to finish it off and to really put together a great effort. But I also feel I also feel a lot different than the first time around. I think just mainly because this whole NFL season was just so weird, and you had two teams in the Super Bowl. Obviously we're huge fans of the one that's in there, but I would say even the most optimistic Seahawks fans, this was not the ending that any of us expected. And so it's just kind of woo, we're along for the ride. We made it to the Super Bowl, and now it's second quarter, woo, I think we're going to actually win the Super Bowl. And it's just so unexpected,
Honest to God, after we went up 6-0, I said this out loud too. I was like, this is over. And like I said, I had my mom and sister and then my friend over. He's like, wow, that's early. I'm like, this defense is suffocating. The first drive, they were a little, defense came out a little shaky the first drive, not going to lie. But literally after that first drive up until the fourth quarter, they squeezed and they squeezed and they squeezed and they just didn't let go all game. And I don't know. It was just Mike McDonald definitely outcoached Josh McDaniel. I can say that. Our defensive line definitely dominated the Patriots' offensive line, who was not great. Actually, historically awful this postseason. I don't know what were kind of some of your thoughts, I guess.
Well, I think we should have admitted by week 4 that Seattle didn't have a 100-yard rusher, because as soon as we admit it, now it's the normal thing
every week.
So it's kind of wild, but it's sure enough. Ran the ball very, very well. In terms of our defense, man, the whole Nicky Memori injury kind of turned out to be a bit of a blessing in disguise, because we saw something we never really saw a whole lot this year, which was corner blitzing from Witherspoon. And
I think he should have won MVP.
Yeah, I mean, he played out of his mind in a role that he doesn't normally, people blitz corners, but the Seahawks don't normally do it. And it was just so, I think it was because Nick was injured, you need pressure from somewhere else, and this is what they got. And it was a completely different look. So it certainly worked.
I think it was the first drive when he came off the edge, and it was 3rd and 8, third and 8, and they were, kind of on the edge of field goal range. And Witherspoon just forced him immediately right outside the pocket, and he had to throw it away. And that was that was like a huge play that you're never going to see it on the stat sheet. I mean, maybe, I guess now with like advanced stats and stuff, you're going to see it under pressures, right? And then the sack he did have where he just put their right guard on absolute skates, right? Like he looked like a 180-pound defensive end out there. And then the Nwosu, which I thought was a sack. I thought it was a sack and then a fumble return, but he caused a pick six. I don't know. I think Devin Witherspoon should have been the MVP of the Super Bowl. I did get a little excited because I put $10 on Nwosu to win the Super Bowl MVP. And when he was running that, so by the way, $10 was going to pay out $1,900 if he would have won. And when he was returning that interception for a touchdown, I was like, hey, he gets another sack. You never know. This might work. But yeah, I think Witherspoon should have been the MVP. No taking away from Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, K9 played out of his mind.
What's up, your favorite girl, Londine? How you doing?
Yeah. How you doing? So, I mean, Seattle's run defense has been stellar all year long. We saw Murphy really come into his own. How about getting your first career sack in the Super Bowl by Riley Mills by tackling two people? Let's go.
So I guess I'll ask you now. I was going to ask what your favorite sack was of the game because we had 6. And I was going to kind of answer for you. I think that was the sweetest sack we saw all day. I mean, D Hall getting to the quarterback was sweet, especially a strip sack. But, I mean, did you hear what Riley Mills said after the game? He quoted Marshawn. He didn't say motherfucker, but he said, I just ran right through his face. Because he did. I mean, you just what? Dude, I stood up and I screamed Riley Mills. And I was like, I can't even believe he's playing right now, to be completely honest. But immediately, I see a white boy wearing 98. I'm like, oh, it's either Grant Wistrom or Riley Mills. Turned out to be Riley Mills that time.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, that's my favorite sack of the Super Bowl. Just because, what it meant for him to come back and to finally get a moment in the spotlight. That was really neat to see. Him kind of break through. Derek Hall gets 2 sacks. Murphy gets 2. Witherspoon gets 1.
Witherspoon, it was more than just 1 sack, though. Like I said, I mean,
1.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Speaking of defenders, Christian Gonzalez played for the Seahawks, or just didn't play for the Patriots. Might I add, that game would have been a lot uglier.
Yeah, he was all they had. And I felt like he was everywhere. And there was one point in the game where I was like, can we stop throwing at this guy? I know he's lining up everywhere and anywhere, but can you just make a mental note? Okay, that guy is there. We don't throw to him. He was playing out of his mind.
It takes a lot for me to give Oregon Duck credit. And you know that. And it takes a lot for me to give a player wearing number 0 credit as well.
Oh,
boy, if Christian... Yeah, I know. But if Christian Gonzalez did not play on the Patriots, that game probably would have been closer to the 41-6 game we saw against the 49ers.
Yeah. Ultimately, not a lot was asked from Sam, except don't screw it up. And he didn't. He played a decent
pretty early
enough...
in the game. The first drive started, and I know you're feeling the same way as I was. That pass to Barner, I thought it was an interception. It ended up being a completion for a first down, but I know you know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Yep.
I went, and I was like, oh my God, he caught the ball and actually.
Yeah, his first throw of the game was I felt like the first half to nearly the first 3 quarters, this entire game was this almost happened.
Mhm.
Like he almost escaped and made a beautiful pass on the run to
Oh my
JSN that would have been
god.
a wide open touchdown. Like they
That was
almost
the
they
almost play of
almost
the
got
game.
they almost got to him for a safety. They
Mhm.
almost picked him off for a touchdown. Like it was just one after another, both sides of the ball. And I'm like, like just one of these, please, like be a thing. And then Nuosu finally broke it open. So
I'm gonna tell you something, and this is gonna sound weird. One of my favorite plays from Sam on Sunday was the one sack he took, because that looked like the play against the Rams where he tried to jump pass over the line of scrimmage, and it was picked off. And the fact that he just hung in there and was like, "There's nothing there, take the sack." That's what we wanted to see. And I heard, so I was listening to Rich Eisen, and he's like, it seemed like the Patriots' whole game plan was to wait for Sam Darnold to make a mistake. And it's like, well, it's a pretty shitty game plan, really.
and that's what they did. I mean, they were flying to the ball early and often, just hoping he'd be off by just a little bit more. And it looked like they went into that game, I think, with the same kind of stature as they went into the AFC Championship game, which was like, we're going to play a quarterback that's going to make a mistake. We're just going to wait for him to make a mistake, and then we can do the bare minimum and get out of here with a win. And like we've said it all year, this team wins in so many different ways, and we don't have to depend on our quarterback to win.
Well,
Sure enough, here in the Super Bowl, didn't have to either.
well, they were putting together drives too. It was killing me because it was like the Colts game all over again. I mean,
Yeah.
had one less field goal in the Colts game, but we were just driving down the field, and then all of a sudden, it's 3rd and 9 in the edge of the red zone. So that was a little frustrating. Can't really. I mean, other than not being able to finish drives, there's really nothing to complain about.
Won Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, what are we gonna do? Mike McDonald was on with a radio station that I actually don't like in Seattle, and he does his weekly show on there. And they asked him, they go, "Did you watch the game yet?" And he goes, "Nah." And they go, "Oh." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm probably not going to for a while. It's kind of nice."
Yeah. So, I saw like how he. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I saw how he reacted to like winning the game, and he's just standing there on the sideline. He's like, "We just won the freaking Super Bowl," and
it was talking to his wife.
Yeah, like
that was so awesome. She goes, that made me like them, like as a normal couple, like because that's like something my wife would say after like something really good happened. She was like, "So how was your day?"
Yeah. He just like taking it all in and just trying to be grounded in the moment. Like I was sending some of his like post game reactions and some of his interactions with some of his players to a buddy of mine, and I'm like, man, this dude like really loves this team, and it's just. He doesn't have to stand in front of the locker room and hug everybody like Vrabel does. It's just he shows it by how he coaches. And I don't know if you saw the picture of he's got the plate sheet in front of him, and he's got like, oh my gosh, he's explaining something, and like Kobe's on this side and Witherspoon's on this side, and they're just like intently listening to what he has. It's an awesome pick. Like they are just laser focused on what he has to say. Like that man has so much respect in that locker room.
Yeah. Well, like what you said, like he loves this team. Like when they handed him the trophy before he lifted it up, he was like, he didn't lift it up by himself. I thought that was awesome. Darnold and Walker were back there. He's like, "Here, let's do this," and they all did it. I thought they're so unselfish. Like it's just so. It's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it just so cool. Hawk yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, it's just it was something else. I want to play. I have one short video clip of him after the game. One thing he said, because I've been saying, I think he heard me. No, I'm joking. But about this team, we'll play it.
Stack days, I love them. I'm actually like as great as it is. I wish the season kept going because it's just such a great team.
Yeah, I mean it. Like we said last week, this team's never going to be together again.
Yeah, and he's a bit of a psychopath. Like,
yeah,
like
it's
dude,
awesome.
you just won the Super Bowl, and he's like, wish we play tomorrow. Like,
he is 38 though. Like it's not like I don't know, and I feel like I wanted to say this when we just started the game, but I feel like they're not satisfied. Like I feel like this is a team that could go on a run. Now I'm not saying, like a Cowboys run in the 90s where they won 3 out of 4, but it wouldn't surprise me to see this team back here because they like after the game, and I think it's rubbing off on us as fans because like it's the Tuesday after Super Bowl Sunday, and I'm like in my head I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go back. Let's go back and do it again. Like I don't know. It's fun.
Go to the Rams house. Do it again.
Exactly. And that's kind of the vibe right now in town. Like it doesn't feel like the first one, obviously, they had the talent. They did go back to back. At least they went there back to back. But kind of the vibe around everywhere, like you think it'd just be like a huge release. And maybe it is to like, casual, but like casual fan or casual viewers, maybe it is. But like for me, like, and like a lot of people that are like locked into this team, it's kind of like, all right, yeah, that was almost like step 1. Let's see you do step 2. Let's try to go back to back.
Yeah, I felt like part of that is
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. At least in my mind, like this Super Bowl run was so much of like getting right. Like you beat the 49ers and get the 1 seed. Okay, cool. And then you beat the 49ers again to prove that you can win in these big games. And then you beat the Rams to be like, nah, we're the best team in the NFL. And then you beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl to get, some healing from past trauma or whatever, however you want to frame that.
I didn't even feel like that. Did you at all? Because
a little, like it felt good that like this was the team that we thumped.
I got this. Like, I got this from the store yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's like redemption and like, I don't know. It's just such a different team,
Yeah. I do feel like though, like a lot of wrongs have been righted in this run to now we're like, okay, like we've recovered from that and we are back to where we should be. Let's go. Like,
maybe that is what it is.
Like, let's nab that dynasty that was right there at our fingertips and go take a shot at it. And like, that's where I feel like this team is now, where they are super young. They have a coach that ain't going to go anywhere. Mm-hmm. The biggest problem is, who's stealing from us now every year. And
as far as coaches,
yeah,
or just like role
personnel, yeah, and role players and things like that. Especially now, you look ahead at the draft and they only have 4 picks. So
yeah, that ain't gonna be a thing.
Yeah,
that's not gonna happen. We'll talk more about that. I don't know. I kind of had off-season needs, but I was like, I didn't really care to talk about them right now. This is just...
but like that kind of stuff now is now framed for me in the mindset of like, okay, like deep breath. Like we've been here before with a team that could absolutely run this league. now let's actually go ahead and do it. And there's no drama. Like, this is so different than the last time we were in this spot. They're so unselfish. The culture is great. Like, they're playing for one another. Doesn't look like there's going to be any, like, huge fractures. It's just not a locker room with egos. So,
no, and that's what's insane. So, you probably don't like him. I like him. All right. Going on record, I like Dave Portnoy. I like Barstool Sports because I like how they took advantage of doing something different and kind of like, I don't know. I just like the story of Barstool Sports. I think it's cool. Anyways, Dave Portnoy, he's a douchebag Patriots fan. We get it. But he went on his show on Monday and said, he's like, it's just, this isn't a team that you can like hate. Like the Legion of Boom, we loved them. But I could see why other people hated him, right? You have Sherman going all nuts. You have Earl, that's a psychopath. You have Brandon Browner that got suspended for PEDs. You know, it's like there was a lot. You have Marshawn Lynch that doesn't talk to the media. There was a lot of big personalities to where, like, I feel like this team is so like they'll talk shit on the field. Like we saw Job, which was definitely like distracted by a streaker.
Got saved by a streaker.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I was confused at home at first because I'm like, okay, they're talking about the fight that's going on. The game was kind of already wrapped up. Let's be honest. If we lost Josh Jobe in that game, we would have been fine. But I'm like, what is going on? And then they said we have somebody on the field. And then I did see it. He released a POV cam of him streaking. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not.
Yeah, so that was actually kind of sick. Took me through yeah. Let's see. That parade in Seattle should be lit. Yes. I will be there tomorrow. My daughter, who is 7 weeks old, will also be there tomorrow. Haven't lost since she's been born, so that's nice. Guess we're gonna have to wait till next year.
Yeah, I think up to that other comment there, Pat's team unfortunately is too young. I think so. I think the Pats were obviously a benefit of their schedule, but they are a good team. And
and we can't take that away from them.
No, and I do think they're probably 2 years away. Like they got really, really fortunate in the playoffs. They did to make the Super Bowl. And that's not going to just magically bump their timeline up. Like if you look at this team in the Patriots, they remind me of last year's Bears. And the Bears took another leap this year. And I think the Patriots will make a similar leap next year. Easiest Super Bowl ever, discredited 100%. Well, the ring says otherwise, and the trophy says otherwise, and the fact that you beat the division rivals to get there, and arguably the NFC Championship was a better matchup of the best teams in the NFL than what the Super Bowl was, and they still won that game too. So
let's talk. Sorry to cut you off. So sorry about that. I do apologize, but I just saw that. One thing that really pissed me off this morning, actually it wasn't this morning, it was yesterday morning. Stayed home from work Monday, really living the life here, taking Super Bowl Monday off. But Manti Te'o was on the NFL Network, and they go, what are your biggest takeaways from this game? He's like, my biggest takeaway is how mad are the Rams for not being here? And it's like, really? That's what you're going to bring? That's your biggest takeaway? Because they're talking about how great the Rams are. And it's like, okay, then why did we beat them 2 out of 3 times? And maybe we shouldn't have won the second game, but guess what? They shouldn't have won the first game. Without that Tariq Woolen penalty, that game's a lot different. That game's wrapped up a little bit earlier than it was. So I don't know. It kind of irritates me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the media would rather talk about the future of the Patriots or how mad every other team is for not making the Super Bowl than talk about the winner of the Super Bowl. So that's fine. It got me a little mad on Monday, but other than that, like, I don't really care. We did not care. Like,
you're right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter. It's all dust in the wind. Like, this team played like a team all year long in a league where superstars get all the media attention. Like, yeah, they were absolutely right. This team doesn't play with like one dude. It plays with just a whole bunch of guys who just really love ball.
There's no superstar, and that's what I think. Maybe it was Rich Eisen that was talking. I've been listening to a bunch of national stuff, and you know me. Normally, I don't do that. Normally, I'm not a national media listener, but they were like, the thing about the Seahawks is there's no Myles Garrett, there's no Micah Parsons, there's no one star player on this team like the 49ers with Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. But there's a lot of guys that are really, really, really good, and they play together.
I mean, when your coach gets snubbed for his recognition, your assistant coach gets snubbed for his recognition, your rookie of the year gets snubbed in voting,
I agree with the coach of the year.
Your one superstar becomes a butt of a joke in front of Barry Sanders, and
I didn't see that. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, Drewski messing up his name in front of Barry Sanders.
Yeah, that was some bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
That kind of pissed me off. It'd be different if he didn't say his name correctly the first time and then just actually, you could tell he was just being a dickhead. And usually I actually kind of like that guy. I think he's kind of funny. I don't really watch him on YouTube or anything, but everything I've seen from him like on TV at the ESPYs and stuff. But the one award we do win gets taken away because somebody just wants to be funny.
Yep. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, that hardware that we just won matters most. And I think everybody on that team knows that. So, yeah, everybody else can whine and cry that there's not enough superstars on it. But at the end of the day, they all won the Super Bowl. Heck, we didn't even, Sam didn't even need to throw that touchdown. Our kicker could have won the dang MVP. Our punter could have won the dang MVP.
I was going to bring the special teams, and we don't talk about special teams mainly because I'm an asshole. But
and you hate Harbaugh.
What?
And you hate Harbaugh.
I hated Harbaugh. Now we'll see if Rashid Shaheed doesn't come back. Okay. If Rashid doesn't come back, we'll see if I like Harbaugh again next year. But I was a little nervous. I was thinking about the last time that Jason Myers kicked in Santa Clara and went 3 for 5 is what it was. And I was like, oh my God, 5 for 5. Magical performance by Jason Myers.
Broke records.
Record setting. It would have been so awesome if they gave him the MVP. And then Michael Dixon he's like, oh yeah, I'll just punt it inside the 5-yard line. No problem. Every time. Yeah. So I don't know. Seahawks Mafia, let's ride. I don't really know if I'm on board with that slogan at all. Actually, kind of hate it, but that's okay. Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm overjoyed. I feel like it's not over. It was never like a big, like, emotional, like, oh my God, we finally did it. And part of me feels like I kind of wanted to ask you about this. Maybe it feels like this also because we never like sucked ass between 2013 to 2025. Like but there was one year we finished under 500. But even if you think, I mean, from 76 to 2013, there were some bad Seahawks teams. Never picked first overall somehow. But 1992, you go 2-14 and have the defensive player of the year on your team in Cortez Kennedy, which I wasn't even live for back then. But we'll just even say like the 08 year, everybody's hurt. The 09 Jim Mora year, also everybody's hurt. Like we went through some like shit times on the way to the first Super Bowl, but like since the first Super Bowl victory, there's never been like that team where you're just like, wow, how are they gonna ever recover from this? You know?
Yeah. And it's been the McDonald era has been like, make no mistake, like this team started McDonald's first year. Like the culture, the mentality, all that like super important bedrock stuff that makes a Super Bowl team.
Mm-hmm.
That started last year. That wasn't something that we just whipped out of nowhere for this year. And just adding a couple more pieces made this from the only team to get double-digit wins and not make the playoffs last year to one seed on a run winning the Super Bowl. And hey, congrats on being the easiest opponent in the Super Bowl. Well, I mean,
they definitely played a better game than the 49ers did against us. I'll give them that. Like, they definitely put up more of a fight than the 49ers did. And also,
they at least scored a touchdown.
Yeah, and I'd say the 1994 Chargers were actually a little shittier than the 2025 Patriots. But you can go ahead and come back on that one. Who was the quarterback for the 94 Chargers? Do you know?
No.
I don't know a single player on the 1994 Chargers. Maybe Junior Seau. He might have been a youngin'. Do you want to get to some headlines? I really don't have any. I just kind of have some sights and sounds from the game. Actually, not even sounds. I lied. Just have some photos.
Eric Bieniemy was on this team for what it's worth.
As a player?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
At least from what I'm able to pull up here real quick. Anyway,
yeah,
keep going.
Kenny, I know you're talking shit, but I've never been alive for the 49ers winning the Super Bowl. All right. Let's see what we got. Nick Eamon Warrior with a GOAT tweet. Okay. Warriors come out to play. I think I brought this up last week. I did tell you, have you watched that movie? This guy cries and dies at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And now for some reason, everybody's bringing that up now after they lost. But also, did you see Matt Collins dressed up as Hannibal Lecter on the way of the game?
I did. That was weird.
I mean, just talk about going for a darker character every week. Like, can't get much darker than Hannibal Lecter going in. I mean,
well, I don't know. I mean, Stephon Diggs is a pretty scary guy in real life.
Yeah, I guess if you want to go like, who's the one they made the documentary about a couple years ago? Maybe Matt Collins next year just dresses up as Dahmer. First game, just dresses up as Jeffrey Dahmer. And they're like, all right, that's it. You can't get much worse. Let's see. We got one here. Dude, cutest teacup ride of all time. Kenneth Walker and Sam Darnold.
I saw that today. I was like, oh, look at them enjoying their lives. And they're probably sleep deprived. And
did you hear what Mike McDonald said about it?
No.
He goes, yeah, I saw that. I think they're probably regretting that one.
Well, I couldn't imagine being in their position, man. Because, like, if you look around, like, everybody's got their cameras and whatnot on them. It's like,
well, there's no way they've slept.
Yeah, I kind of feel like a zoo animal at that point. Like, you're just sleep deprived and you're putting a teacup and everybody's watching you. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
My nightly 7:10 alarm goes off.
First couple Super Bowls are easy. Should we bring up like how long it's been since the Niners won a Super Bowl? I mean,
I did. I said I haven't been alive for any of them.
Yeah, neither have I. So
yeah, you have. We're the same age.
I'm 31.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What year were you?
94.
What month?
June.
Yeah, you weren't alive.
Yeah. Sorry.
I thought you were 93. To be fair, I'm not really old shaming you now, okay? I was 97.
It's okay. I'm used to it by now. It's fine.
Yeah, that's me. I'm balding, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah. Already bald. Thanks.
No,
way to brag. Way to brag.
I don't know if you saw this, but
Puka had a bad night. He had a bad night. Oh, it's awful.
did you see him like dancing in the street too?
He was just plastered, and he had a bad day.
Yeah,
Which is great.
I don't know. This guy's an idiot at this point. Like, I would love to have him on our team on the field, but like off the field, and who'd have thought like before week 10 or week 9 of this season, I'd be like, oh, Puka Nacua, he's never in the headlines.
I used to like him. Like,
Yeah,
I thought he was just a chill dude. And then I guess you know what I kind of figure? I think Cooper Kupp had the same effect on Puka Nacua as Mike Tomlin does for the entire Steeler roster.
Okay.
He just like contains the crazy. And then as soon as Kupp leaves, Puka loses his mind.
Yeah. I mean, because I didn't hate him. Like, I hated him on the field. I hated him kind of how I hated Larry Fitzgerald. Like, as a person, like, I was always like, Larry Fitzgerald, pretty cool guy.
Man.
Yeah, he always, like, is helping players up. This guy, he, like, took a big fall from grace for the public.
Yeah.
Also, I hate these commenters. I get you guys are Seahawks fans, but, like, get off your knees. Get off your knees for Ernest Jones. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Evan Hill is a very annoying individual, and he's not a great follow.
Is that his face though?
Evan Hills?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least he's not I can't.
No, he's on like Hawk Blogger and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
He's like part of that crew, but he is annoying. And
I don't know, just something about people that hide, that like don't show their face really pisses me off.
Yeah.
You
me.
Man? Yeah, you. But you are on Twitter. No profile picture. Look at you.
I have the logo.
You're just on there. You're just on there talking shit, dude.
But I'm here. It's.
I'm just kidding. You're not. You're not on Twitter talking shit.
Yeah,
I've never seen you once just start stirring stuff up.
I'm not really a troll, except I do have to say I there was probably like a 15-minute span yesterday. I went pretty hard at Portnoy, where as hard as I could possibly go
online.
Oh yeah,
they were like tweeting or YouTube commenting.
No, it was on Twitter. Like I
can't wait. I'm gonna look at it after.
It's in my replies. He was like,
can we read it?
I mean, there was a few. There's
can I read one of them out loud if I pick one out?
Well, there's one where it's like, I had the Mr. Rogers, like the gif of putting up the clown mask. And then there was one he was talking. There was a couple where he like made some really dumb Patriot statements. And I was like, they were indeed not what you said. And
they did indeed need more help. They did. They indeed were not the better team. It was indeed not the same as last time. You didn't go that crazy on him.
I'm saying for what I am on Twitter, that's probably as nasty as you'll see me get. So
I got pretty nasty yesterday too. I don't know if you saw that. People were claiming their free tickets to the parade.
I saw that.
Yeah, and then, which, to be fair, I claimed 8 of them, but I also have 8 people. Like, I guess 2 of them could be considered on like children on lap. Like, one of my nephews and my friend's kids, they're like 2, so like it's under 2. But regardless, but I didn't like think about, hey, maybe I should snag 2 extra and sell these on Facebook Marketplace for $60 like a absolute scumbag.
Yeah.
They're free. You shouldn't be and that's the problem with today's society. Don't make fun of me. I don't know how I don't know what to do with my hands. But no, the tickets are free, and then people like, I don't know, they're like, hey, you know what? I could make $120 off 2 of these. I should do this. So, anyways, next.
Yeah, I don't have those. Yeah, I saw this right before we went live, and I was hoping you were going to bring it in. Let's go.
Yeah, I think this is my last screenshot. But Yeah, I thought putting the last one right through the middle of the spear, that's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, hang that in the Louvre. That is sick.
Yeah, I don't know. That's you should start. You can't really, because if you win the Super Bowl, if you don't win the Super Bowl next year,
It needs to be a display.
that's what I mean. Like it
needs to
should
go in the Super Bowl display.
No, you know what they should put it in? They should put them in at the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle, which is basically half of it's donated by the Paul Allen Foundation at the place. I think that'd be a cool
Yeah.
piece at the Museum of Pop Culture.
Yeah.
If you ever come down up or over to Seattle, you should definitely check out the Museum of Pop Culture. It used to be called the Experience Music Project, but now it's like a bunch of stuff, mainly music still. But yeah, it's a great place. It's an awesome museum. But yeah, I don't know, that belongs, like you said, like in the Super Bowl Hall of Fame or somewhere. You can't just throw that out.
No. You gotta figure out somewhere to put it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
know. I just want to picture like McDonald on a really, really high ladder, holding a Patriots helmet, getting to the top of it, like trying not to fall off the ladder, and then mashing it as hard as he possibly can.
That's not what happened.
Well, I want to believe that that's how it happened.
They took a sawzall to the top of that thing.
I just want to believe. Like, let me live my life. And just hit him and his psychopath energy. Just and
that would be funny though. I like that thought. Just like, all right, I'm not watching film of this game yet, but I have to put this.
Yeah, like we don't have to dress up as scary characters. You should see what Mike does to the helmets. And
yeah, which is funny because like I talk so much shit about Dan Lanning smashing the Huskies helmet at halftime and stuff, but this isn't really cringy. I feel like this is kind of just like a team thing.
Yeah.
No.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. Anything else? What do you got?
I don't know. Really happy for DeMarcus Lawrence calling his shot in the beginning of the year, becoming a prophet and saying, my home and everything's in Dallas, but I was never going to win a Super Bowl there. And then going to the Seahawks and immediately winning the Super Bowl.
Micah Parsons didn't seem too happy about that.
Oh, he can cry only once. There wasn't enough stars in the game for him, apparently. So.
Yeah, I can't. This isn't what the Super Bowl is supposed to be. You know what? You're right. We should just
we should go off from all your experience. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's a good
one. You have none. Shut up.
But no, I mean, what we should do is instead of the playoffs being about winning and losing, or just the season, rather, because it would, if it was the number one seed, it would have been us and the Broncos. What we should do is once the season's over, we can take a popularity vote, right? And then so we can make sure that Matt Stafford, who was totally a superstar in Detroit, and didn't just start when he got to LA. So we can get Matt Stafford versus Josh Allen, and then everybody will be happy, and that's the best Super Bowl of all time.
Technically, it would be the Browns representing the AFC in the Super Bowl because they have the sack leader, and then they have 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks that were on the roster. That is true.
2 Pro Bowl QBs.
So,
but I mean, there's not 2 on the roster, so I don't know. Yeah, the Browns. I don't know if people want to see the Browns. Maybe next year we should vote in. We should vote in Lamar Jackson. I mean, maybe even just put the Ravens in the NFC, so we can have a Ravens-Bills Super Bowl, and then everybody will be happy.
Yeah, except for Chief fans.
Yeah, you have to appease them a little bit, so maybe vote them to the AFC Championship.
I thought at the end of the Super Bowl, I heard a giant bandwagon creak of all the Chief fans bailing off the wagon and move over here. So that'll be fun.
Really, that actually pisses me off. Okay.
I knew I was gonna press a button here. I know how much you hate bandwagoners.
Can I give you a legitimate gripe? So I had the day off.
You do whatever you want.
I had the day off yesterday, and I've showed before. I have like over 150 Seahawks jerseys. I have like a closet full of Seahawks jerseys, numerous Seahawks hats, like Seahawks shirts, everything, right? So I took my wife to Target, and we're like, okay. And then there's the pro shop right across the street, the Renton Pro Shop. And I was like, hey, you want to stop in there? And she's like, yeah, sure, let's go. I go in there. There's nothing. It's empty. It looked like somebody just ransacked the place. And they didn't at this one. This wasn't one that they actually stole from. And like, as much as I should be happy that people are loving and enjoying this team, I go, hey, do you have any Super Bowl champions hats? And they're like, no, you had to get here this morning for that. And I'm like, okay, all right, fuck you, dude. But, if I want any hat any other time of the year when they're not winning the Super Bowl, like I can just go there whenever and get whatever I want. It's irritating the shit out of me.
Yeah. Well,
So,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
With success comes the bandwagon. So
I mean, it's a big one. And hopefully the Mariners win the World Series this year. Everybody will kind of just, it's nuts. So now I don't know if this is true or not, but it's the only one I can remember. The last team, look, okay. Anyways, I'm just going to say it. 03 Red Sox. Or no. Yeah, the 03 Red Sox make it to Game 7 of the ALCS, walk-off home run, lose. Patriots win the Super Bowl, all right? Now we need the Mariners to be the 04 Red Sox, win the Super Bowl, or win the World Series. We can be the 04 Patriots, and boy, the city will be electric, as if it isn't already.
Well, it's already threatening to lose its mind. And I share this news when in a spirit of I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, that was kind of me too. I was just,
I feel like the Board of Governors tease us every year, but man, if there's a year where the prayer is answered and rights are wrong or wrongs are made right again, it will be this year. And my goodness gracious, I want it so bad. I want it so bad. I was talking to my son yesterday, who is 4.5. So he watches, TV with me, and the commercials come on, and he's like, "Ooh, I like that." And it was a promo for the NBA. And they're learning how to like dribble basketball and stuff in school. And he was like, what team do you root for? And I looked at him and I said, buddy, I used to have a basketball team that I root for, but I don't root for one anymore. And he goes, well, why? And I said, well, they took away our basketball team in Seattle. And from that day, I promised to never root for one again until we got one back. And he's like, oh, well, you could pick a new one. And I said, no, that's not how this works. And I'm like, I'm going to not watch until we get a team. Yeah. And then you and me can sit and watch basketball games. But until then, we have March Madness, and that's it. And that's all the basketball we got. And he's like, oh, well, when do we get a new team? And I was like, I don't know, bud.
Maybe never.
And then this broke today, and I was like, huh. Well, maybe it'll be maybe this will be the year. We'll see. So I'm holding out hope. But man, could you imagine if coming out of baseball success into a Super Bowl, into what'll probably be a hot start from the Mariners starting next year, and then the board of directors, then the board of directors come out for basketball and they're like, here you go. Here's a basketball team. Your town is going to lose its dang mind. Like,
Can't wait.
It's going to be awesome.
Need to come over or up or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, let's be real. Drake May was playing with a separated shoulder. Yeah, let's be real. Sam Darnold was playing with strained oblique. Be quiet. I mean, if you want to talk quarterback injuries, fine. Sam Darnold's been dealing with strained oblique for.
I don't think we, Josh. I think you just came on, but we have not been talking shit about Drake May one bit.
Yeah,
really, because there was nothing he could do behind.
It's the Super Bowl. You play hurt, and if you can't play hurt, then I guess your backup's going to get sacked 6 times. So, the excuse is, it is what it is. Like, Sam was not 100%. There's a lot of players on that football field that ain't 100%, and at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't your year, and
it wasn't a failed. But to be fair, if you are a Patriots fan, which I'm assuming you are because you're here, you commented that it was not a failed season by you guys.
No, it was a crazy. It's just as unexpected as the Seahawks making the Super Bowl.
If not more.
We started off the show going, this whole year has been weird. Like, this is not the Super Bowl anybody expected either team to be in. And at the end of the day, like, the team with a insane defense who won every which way you could win a football game all year long, who only lost 3 games all year by a total of 9 points, won the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
God, I still wish we could have that Buccaneers game back. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Oh, you muted yourself. Oh, no. I don't know if he knows she's muted. Oh, now he's back.
On total accident.
Yeah. Trying to talk with your hands and you unplugged yourself.
Dude, stop. Again, I've been talking with my hands a lot today.
Yeah, it's no excuse. It's factual. I'd rather have a low mobility QB. Well, then who's your backup?
I don't know. Tommy DeVito, baby.
Who is it?
It's Tommy DeVito. Mind mute?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't. Oh my! Well, it's Josh Dobbs. So
Tommy DeVito was on that sideline for the freaking Patriots. Josh, you'd know this. Josh.
Okay.
It was Josh Hospital Ball Top. Look up Tommy DeVito. I swear to God, he was on the sideline.
He's on. I mean, he's on the roster. Tommy DeVito. It's Tommy DeVito and Josh Dobbs. I think Josh Dobbs QB too.
Okay.
Do you think Josh Dobbs with a healthy shoulder would do just as well? Or Tommy DeVito?
Are you asking me or Josh?
Or I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the result was going to be the same no matter what.
Because in my honest opinion, the biggest problem that the Patriots have is not their quarterback, whether he's healthy or not. The biggest problem that the Patriots have is Vrabel loves this kid at right tackle who would be a generational guard or center, and he's just insisting to play him at tackle.
Left tackle, right?
Or left tackle,
Campbell,
sorry.
Yeah.
And, like, it was talked about nonstop all the way to the Super Bowl, and the thing that they said would happen happened. Like, that's the problem. It's not the quarterback health. It's the fact that, and look, we went through it too. The Raiders went through it last year because Stone Forsythe freaking started for Pete Carroll. Like,
no way, dude. The Raiders O-line was good.
Like, when your coach is infatuated by a player and just wants to make this square peg work in a round hole, it's awful. Like, we watched it happen with our team for years under Pete.
A lot.
And then he goes and does the same crap with the Raiders. I think Vrabel's doing the same thing with this kid at left tackle. Like, he would be so good at guard or center. And it's just this utter refusal to put him where he should play.
He will be next year.
No, he doubled down after the Super Bowl and said he's going to be our tackle next year. It's inexcusable. It's ridiculous. And it's the same kind of anger I felt when Pete did it to our team. It's the same kind of anger I felt when Pete did it to the Raiders. Like, everybody else in the room is saying it. Just listen. And oh man, there you go. You got my one rant this week, and it's about a guy I don't care about. And,
yeah, you care.
I just want to see good players do good things in the positions that they're supposed to be in. Like, that's not too hard to ask.
Campbell.
Yeah, Vrabel has a soft spot for him. He does.
That kid's interview after he got drafted was sick. I'll admit that, when he was like, "I will protect the quarterback with my life," and then you look at this playoff run, you're like, "Oh, okay, it sucks."
Yeah, I just coaches that like are dead set on making their philosophy work ahead of player talent. Man, that can kill a locker room. And
yeah, it's kind of the opposite of Mike McDonald, what he's been doing.
Yeah. And you know what? McDonald has a system, and if you don't work in it, you're gone. That's it.
Look at the linebackers from last year, Dodson and Baker.
Yeah.
And they were, look at Chenault. Look at Laviska Chenault. Would have been a playoff team if it wasn't for Laviska Chenault 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else?
No, not really. You have off-season needs or anything you want to unpack?
Brandon Maney says, "See,
Hawks."
I'm excited for the parade tomorrow. I have 6 tickets, basically on the aisle of the Seahawks tunnel. So taking my newborn baby down there. We're not technically going to the parade. We're going to the trophy ceremony and send off. And then we're going to go home. But that starts at 10. So we're leaving the house at like 7 tomorrow.
Nice.
Brandon says, yes. And he said he'll be there too. He shouldn't even. Dude, this guy's a Ravens fan. I don't know. He's been on the podcast before, Zach.
Oh, cool.
Talking about the Ravens. And now he's going to Seahawks parade. I just got to say, it's a little weird.
Just a little weird.
I'm talking with my hands a lot today. I need a smaller frame. I need a face.
Well, you do have one over in the vertical cam. So,
oh, good.
You know,
I forgot you can see that.
I can.
You can't even tell I'm talking with my hands in the vertical on the vertical camera right now. All right. Well, I think. Do you have a hot take?
Yeah, I saw something that earlier today that I think can be a bit of a hot take, but and I don't know if there's a lot of teeth to it right now, but so Mike Kafka got signed to the Lions for some like unspecified role, and it's not like clearly fleshed out yet. And I think Mike Kafka is going to be the new offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks come next year.
Mine was kind of I don't hate it. Mine's kind of about the Raiders. For one, I think we signed a guy from San Fran. I don't know who it is, but I could see us kind of, Kubiak was kind of from there. I could see us wanting to use, a rush heavy. But then again, I guess you're right. The Lions are a pretty run heavy team. My hot take is the Raiders are going to have now. I don't know how we're going to timestamp this or what. I think the Raiders are going to have the absolute worst red zone offense in the NFL next season.
Do you think Max Crosby plays another down for the Raiders?
No. No. Yeah. I mean, what? He can only do so much. He signed an extension, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Raiders are bad, and
well, that's like the whole Myles Garrett thing. No one forced you to sign the extension.
It is. It's just like the Myles Garrett thing.
Stop feeling bad for millionaires, guys, for signing contracts worth millions of dollars.
I don't know. It would be cool to see him on a winning team. So I don't think the Raiders are in any business to do any trades with the Seahawks right now. So
I wouldn't want him. Well, not that I wouldn't want him, but I don't know if I think John Schneider learned from, I kind of wanted to bring this up, and I know we're running short on time, but I think John Schneider learned from the first Super Bowl team to not make the moves he did after the Super Bowl. That's why I think the draft is going to be a lot different than it was. Because remember, after the first Super Bowl, the draft sucked because we just kept drafting for depth and like reaching for guys that we'd be like, oh, this might work, right? I don't think we're going to see that anymore.
Yeah.
So
do you think K9 comes back?
I don't know. I think that's a topic for next show because it's like I'd be comfortable with giving him 13. Derrick Henry makes 14. What's your number?
I don't know. I haven't thought too hard into the numbers and stuff. Seattle's the sixth most cap in the NFL, so that's certainly going to play a role into things.
Yeah, I don't think Reek's going to be back. I don't think Boyd. All right. To be fair,
I'm nothing but consistent.
Hey, put that jersey up back there.
Yep.
I actually don't. I remember showing somebody that and leaning it up against the wall, and I thought about putting it back, leaning it up against this wall again, and then I was like, "No, I'll just leave it back there." I don't think Boye is back, and I don't think Reek's back. I think Kobe's back, and I think there's a 50% chance that K9's back. Who else are the free agents other than them? Rashid.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to Vegas.
That's a weird one because what do you pay him?
I don't know. It's hard though because like you look at our wide receiver room now. Like Horton's going to come back. He's going to be so good. He's going to be so good.
Stop. You're just jinxing him right now.
No, I'm telling you, he's going to be good. I did the 100-yard rusher thing. I could do this. And he's like, I would be sad because I really enjoy him. But, man, if it means Horton's going to get bigger playing time, like sign me up, dude. Sign me up.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen them on the field together, though.
Don't matter. I don't need to see them on the field together. I know Horton hears touchdowns.
Yeah, Horton was awesome. Yeah, I don't know. This team, like we said at the beginning, like it's not like I don't know. Even just as a fan, like I don't even feel satisfied yet. It's weird. It's so weird. Because after the first one, I was like ready to, jump off a bridge. I'm like, I've done it. I've seen everything. My life is complete, But after this one, I'm like, we're going, maybe we don't go back next year, but I don't know. Well, got anything else?
Nope.
All right, guys. Well, we'll talk to you later. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Go Hawks.
We did not care